Okay, good afternoon. This is Susan at CIL of Northwest Florida. I'm going to start my screen share real quick. Today our presenter is Uday Parshionikar. He is the founder of Smyle Mouse. He is the founder actually of Perceptive Devices LLC, a company based in Mason, Ohio. The company was formed in 2011 to develop solutions for hands-free access to computer devices. As part of the development, the company has won 8 U.S. patents for technology that utilizes face expressions to achieve easy and precise control of devices. Smyle Mouse software is a result of his research and development. Uday is a mechanical engineer by education. He has an MS from Lehigh University, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. However, over the last 30 plus years, he has performed various roles in software development and technology management. Our mission here at CIL is to promote, educate, facilitate, assist, and advocate with and on behalf of people with disabilities in partnership with their communities to achieve their goals for independence. We serve Escambia, Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton counties. We have 5 core services, which are individual and systems advocacy, information and referral, independent living skills, training, peer counseling, mentoring, transition services. Other programs and activities are assistive technology programs, amplified telephone programs, which is FTRI, equipment loans at no charge, social and recreational activities and support groups, community education and training. Our mission at FAST is to improve the quality of life for all Floridians with disabilities through advocacy and awareness activities that increase access to and acquisition of assistive services and technology. FAST Inc. is the state of Florida's #1 resource for assistive technology. We provide AT services such as information and assistance, AT training, AT demonstrations, AT loans, and more to Floridians from one of our locations around the state. Okay, I'm going to give you've got it. Uday, welcome.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your invitation, Susan, and I hope to carry as much ground as I can in about 50 minutes or so. But there's going to be a presentation, but a lot of demo stress on showing the product. That way you understand, you can appreciate all the things it can do and how it can be very beneficial. So throughout the demo or even the presentation, please feel free to stop me at any point. If it's a question that I'm going to be covering up in the next few seconds or a few minutes, we'll hold that question in the parking lot. Otherwise, I like to address questions right when they come up. And Susan, if you could please monitor the chat and let me know if there's a question.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's get started. And will I be able to share my screen?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
At the bottom, it should say share screen.
Okay. So I'm starting my screen share. And I do have slides. There might be some repetitive information. And if we come up with repetitive information, I'll try to skip over them real quick. Are you able to see my whole screen?
Yes.
And I hope nothing is getting hidden behind the view here, the grid view here. But anyways, so today I'm primarily going to talk about Smyle Mouse. That's our software. And the title of the presentation is Hands-Free Device Access with a Smile. And we really mean it when we say with a smile. So we'll see how that works. So quick overview. Actually, I'm going to zip through the perceptive devices slides. I'm going to focus more on the Smyle Mouse and demo, and then talk about benefits. And if there are any unanswered questions, we'll also have a Q&A. So Susan, you already covered this. We found it about 10 years ago. And our mission is to empower people to achieve more, but do so independently and hands-free. So whether they are into communication, productivity, or just artistic self-expression, gaming, entertainment, you can do all of that using Smyle Mouse. Smyle Mouse, again, is our primary product, and it's award-winning and patented. And you can go to this website, https://smilemouse.com, for more information about Smyle Mouse. So jumping into Smyle Mouse. So Smyle Mouse is an award-winning and patented, multifaceted accessibility software. So as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, we already have a variety of awards. And what really gets appreciated about the software is that it can do so many different things. So it can not only provide your traditional head-controlled mouse functions, and it also has dual clicking in there, but we also have smile clicking. And Susan, I'm assuming that our audience will have some level of exposure to head-controlled mice. Is that a good assumption to make?
I would say so.
Okay. All right. And then Smyle Mouse can also emulate adaptive switches. So we'll see that again as part of the demo. It's designed for people, for a variety of conditions that lead to loss of use or loss of function of one's arms. So whether it's ALS or MD, MS, spinal cord injury, and so on, but also people with cerebral palsy, arthritis, or carpal tunnel syndrome. We try to make it easy for users to try out Smyle Mouse. So anybody can go to the website and download a free 14-day trial of Smyle Mouse. I think I'm getting some interference from somebody's mic, probably. So I request if everybody could go on mute, please, unless you want to speak. And so, yeah, anybody can go to our website and download the software for free. We give free eval licenses to 80 professionals. And Smyle Mouse can also be purchased on a monthly basis or a yearly basis or on a lifetime basis. So there's a lot of flexibility with all of that. I'll give a quick flavor of people who use Smyle Mouse today. So Hogan here, she has severe spinal cord injuries, but using Smyle Mouse, she's going back to law school. So she's getting her law degree using Smyle Mouse. Here's Todd, he's a tech enthusiast, and he says almost everything he's able to do by himself independently is because of Smyle Mouse when it comes to using his computer. So he not only uses his computer for regular, emails and fun and games, but he also uses his computer for controlling his thermostat and TV. And that's thanks to Smyle Mouse. Here's Kennedy, she's a second grader, and she does his schoolwork and homework using Smyle Mouse. And here is Carolyn, and you can see that she's using Smyle Mouse on her laptop here. and she's in her bed, and while laying in her bed, she can use Smyle Mouse. And her friend wrote to us saying that it's no exaggeration to say Smyle Mouse has improved the quality of her life by orders of magnitude. So it's really great to hear those kind of testimonials from people. So I'm going to move on to the next slide. And here we'll quickly cover the basics of how does one use Smyle Mouse. So like I mentioned, it's a software that you install on your computer. It could be a desktop or a laptop. And if it's a laptop, chances are it already has a webcam. So Smyle Mouse does need a webcam to operate. And what Smyle Mouse does is, it's through the webcam, it looks at the user's face. And then using simple facial expressions, one can have complete control over the computer. So we recommend, generally speaking, the user be about 12 to 36 inches away from their computer or the webcam. But if they need to be farther away, they can be as far away as 100 inches. So there are just a matter of changing some settings to increase that operating distance. And when you are in front of your computer, we recommend that you generally face your computer, which is quite a reasonable thing to do. When we use our computers, we naturally are looking towards the computer, and therefore if there's a webcam there, we are looking towards it as well. And we recommend that you be within the 45-degree angle from your line of sight to the camera. So a general rule of thumb is that you should be able to, when you turn your head, you should be able to still see the camera using both your eyes. So if you can see your camera using your eyes, both your eyes, then you are in a good zone in front of your computer so that Smyle Mouse can capture your facial expressions. Okay. And there are two simple rules of using Smyle Mouse. So again, since Susan, you said that people are familiar with how head mice work generally. So this is nothing new. You move your head to move the mouse pointer on the screen. So that's nothing new there. But the cool thing about Smyle Mouse is that you can smile to press a mouse button. So if you want to do a click, left click, right click, or if you want to operate an adaptive switch, you can smile to cause a mouse click or an adaptive switch button press. And we'll see how that is done. So those are the two simple rules. What is not mentioned on this slide is that we also have dual clicking. So if somebody prefers dual clicking, by all means, you can have that as well. So here's the first part of the presentation. I'm going to cover Smyle Mouse, how it works out of the box by default. And then what we'll do is we'll change some of the functions on Smyle Mouse to do other things. So I'm going to exit from my presentation mode on my PowerPoint. And I'm going to start Smyle Mouse. So for this part of the presentation, Susan, I'm going to stop my video camera for Zoom, but you can still see my screen, correct? Yeah, so let me know if you are not able to, but for the next part of the presentation.
Yes, we can.
Great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my video camera, and let's see, how do I do that? Hide video panel. Okay, typically I'm oh, there it is. Sorry, right in front of me. So you cannot see me right now, but you will be able to see me pretty soon. So you can still see my camera, my screen, I assume. I just double clicked on Smyle Mouse. It started. It's prompting me to choose the camera. I'm going to choose the same camera that I have been using so far. and Smyle Mouse is starting up. It's going through a quick initialization process, and then it waits for me to say, hey, are you really ready to start? And I'm going to say yes. So I'm going to hit this calibrate and start button. And now you can see me through the webcam what Smyle Mouse is saying. So it's going through a quick calibration process. It's asking me to smile and then stop smiling. And that's it. It's already calibrated. It barely takes 10 seconds to do the calibration. So my hands are here. I'm not using my hands. When I move my head, you can see the cursor, the mouse pointer moving on the screen, and it's following my face. And so that's how you move your mouse, just as a regular head control mouse, a traditional head mouse. But now to do a click, I just have to do a smile like this. So I smiled and I stopped smiling. I smiled for about half a second or a second. And then I stopped smiling, and that completes the click. I hope you could hear my computer sound. So you probably heard the click sound already. Let me know if you didn't, and I can maybe try to increase the volume. But now, like any other mouse, if you press on the mouse button and move your mouse, then you get a click and drag. So I'm going to do a click and drag with using my smile and my head motion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smile here. And while I was smiling, I started moving my head. And as long as I move my head, it will keep on dragging that icon. So when I stop smiling and I stop moving my head, it completes the drag command. So again, when I smile and move my head at the same time. So I smile, and while holding the smile, I start moving my head, but I don't have to keep on smiling once it starts moving. And then I stop, and it drags right there. So that's a very easy way of doing a click and drag. So using those two simple rules that I mentioned, now I'm going to do a lot of different things. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize this Smyle Mouse window. But before I resize it, I'm going to hide this toolbar at the bottom of the Smyle Mouse window. So I'm going to click here by doing a quick smile, and it did a click. And I'm going to do a drag by smiling and moving my head like this. And then I'm going to resize this window. I'm going to do a click and drag on this little corner. I don't know if the zoom windows are in the middle. I'm going to maybe, okay. I made the zoom window smaller so that it doesn't hide anything on my screen. So now you can see I'm moving my mouse on the screen, and I don't have to keep this Smyle Mouse window open when I use Smyle Mouse, but I have it open right now so that you can see what I am doing with my face, so that you have an idea on how Smyle Mouse is being used. But I can stop. I can minimize this. So I just clicked on it, and you notice that my mouse is still moving. So this is just to prove that you don't need to have Smyle Mouse window to be up there. So first part of the demo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this Word document icon by smiling quickly like this. And what I did there was I actually smiled 2 times to do a double click. So my Word document opened up. I'm going to resize it. I resized it so that it doesn't hide my window on the right side. And now I can type things. So I clicked to place the mouse. I smiled to click to place the mouse here on the first line. And I'm going to bring up the on-screen keyboard, which is part of the Windows operating system. So it comes built in to the Windows operating system. So I'm going to just type something just to show how you could type. So I'm clicking on different buttons on the on-screen window, on-screen keyboard, I'm sorry. So I just typed is the best. So North America is the best, just to show something here. And I'm going to double click on this word by smiling 2 times like this. And I'm going to change the word, change the color of the word. I just changed it to red. And you probably noticed that when I did that, I was able to very, very precisely click on very tiny icons. So let me do that here. So I'm going to change the color again. And I clicked on that little, very tiny icon right there. And you see how precisely I'm able to get to it. So that's a very great thing about Smyle Mouse, that you can have very precise and very responsive control on your computer using very simple facial expressions. So I can scroll down by using the scroll bar. I'm zipping through a lot of pages, up and down. So I'm back to the top. Here I can also maybe select that sentence, and I'm going to do a right click. So I'm going to show how to do a right click using Smyle Mouse. So on the right side, you see this click options window here. Could you see that particular, I assume you can see that. So I'm going to choose the right click button here. And now when that right click button is chosen, and when I bring my mouse back to the window where what I'm working on, then when I smile, okay, let me try that again. I think I lost my focus there. See, when I smile, it did a right click. And now I can copy that. And I can get out of the right click mode by hitting the reset, or there was a little lock icon. I could have hit that as well. But now I can just place my mouse here, and then I can just do a paste. Okay, let me try that again. I think I probably had something else in my keyboard, so I did pasted something else. So I'm going to choose this again. Choose that line. I'm going to say copy, and then place my cursor here, and then paste. There you go. So again, the point here is that using simple rules, simple gestures, I have complete control over my mouse and therefore my computer. So unless you have some questions here, I'm going to do something else with my mouse here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll play a game of Angry Birds. I don't know how many people are familiar with this game, but it's very popular with kids and actually even adults. But the point here is that, and I'm doing a bunch of clicks here, but what I'm trying to show here is that once you get a hang of how to move your mouse and how to do a click and drag, everything else becomes very easy. Even playing a complex game like this, a game of skill, becomes easy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit these green targets by clicking and dragging this slingshot here like this. So as you could see, I was able to very precisely do a click and drag. So I'm going to use that slingshot again to hit here, this particular rock, so that it hits this rock here, and hopefully it bounces this rock to this green target here. So like this. Bingo. All right. So I hope you could see that very clearly, that a very precise and responsive control is possible with Smyle Mouse. But you can do other things as well. So I did Word document, I played a game, but you could do some artwork using software that comes with Microsoft Windows. So I'm using Microsoft Word here. I'm sorry, Microsoft Paint here. And I'm going to just do something simple real quick here. So I'm going to say, let's say I love my mom. So I'm going to write in cursive like this. So and I'm going to draw a heart symbol here. I guess you get the idea. So I'm going to fill that heart. There you go. So, so that's a quick demo of using Smyle Mouse, all the main functions of Smyle Mouse for purpose of controlling your computer. And once you have this kind of control, then whether it's Excel spreadsheets or Word documents or surfing the internet, you can do all of that with your Smyle and simple head motions. Any questions so far?
Could you talk about, there is a question.
Okay.
Can you talk about the price, and is Medicaid allowable?
The price is $499 for a lifetime license, or $24.99, $24.99 for a monthly subscription. Or the yearly license is $199 for 1 year.
She said that was excellent. That's a great price. What about technical support with it?
We provide you a number to call. You can call us anytime between 8 a.m. Through 6 p.m. Eastern time. But even if you call later or send us an email, we respond within 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a question myself. If I have a consumer that comes in that is, or a family member that comes in for a consumer, how do they go about getting it? Who do they just directly contact you?
Yeah, so what you can do is you can just go to our website. I'm going to click on our website here. Let me move this here. So if you go to, let me move it here. Okay. So if you go to our website, smilemouse.com, you see a red button at the top right. So it's pretty prominent. If you see here, it's a start a free trial. So you just click on that. So click. When you click, it opens up this window, and all you have to do is put in your email address, and that's all. You can put in your email address and hit the submit button or send me the software button, and that's it. It's as easy as that. We don't even ask you for your name, and it will send you a link for the software, and you download the software, you install it just like any other standard application you would install on your computer, and that's it. The first time you run the software, it will ask you to register your device to use that particular device for free for 14 days. And then the next time you start Smyle Mouse, it behaves like how it did in this presentation.
Okay. Cherie's asking, would you be willing to talk to our RDCs separately about loaning it to us to demo?
About, I didn't catch, about what?
We have what we're called regional demonstration centers.
Okay.
And there's us in Pensacola, the Gulf Coast. There's one in Jacksonville. There's one in Tallahassee. There's one in Tampa, one in Orlando, and 2 in Miami. So she's asking, would you be willing to talk to us separately from this?
Oh, absolutely.
Loaning it to us as demo. And then she says, excellent again, at least we can promote it. If you could send us brochures and business cards, could you do that?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
That would be wonderful.